So Anna, we had fun.
Yes, it did.
Right? You see how fun it is. And think now, when was the last time that you actually have been on a date? Take some time just for you two. No matter how many years you have been together, dating is very important in all the phases of a relationship and not just at the beginning.
Keep that in mind. Go now and ask your partner for a date.
And now let's go for our Dear Love Talk. You can also write to us your questions about any issue in your daily love life. Maybe you are facing the same problems and we can help you. So let's go now for the first question.
We both work full-time. When his work day has finished, mine continues the moment I walk through the door of our home. Laundry, food shopping, and children's homework. He doesn't help me with anything.
Anna, sometimes it's difficult from a man's perspective to understand this. You know, I am guilty. I raise my hand here in a guilty way because I used to do this a lot. There was a mistake I had to correct, especially in the beginning of our marriage, because I didn't understand that things would need to take much longer for you than for me. You still had to take care of me and yourself. So, but you said it right. When she says he doesn't help in anything, that's not right. Give her a hand. Maybe it's not natural for you to clean or to cook. Some men, they have it as an instinct. Others do not. This one here, you know, her partner doesn't have probably naturally. It doesn't come naturally to him. So as we always say, intelligent love demands sacrifice. So the sacrifice of seeing what she needs, the sacrifice of paying attention. She might not be telling you, which she should, by the way, as you're saying, she should communicate that, but it's also important that you pay attention as a man to her needs, which is very different from yours, all right? Let's go to the second one here. Let me read. My girlfriend and I have different personalities. I think we all do. She likes adrenaline rushes. I like calm moments. Wow. She is more emotional and I am more rational. She is more nervous and I am more easygoing. We fight a lot because of these differences. I love her. I want her to be my wife, but I don't know if it would work. Well, first of all, if you don't overcome these differences, then don't just go into marriage, right? You have to see, both of you, how you are going to work these differences. These are not irreconcilable differences. These differences can actually work for the benefit of the relationship, but you have to sort out how you're going to deal with them. And Anna, I think that this is a problem with many couples. They many times don't know how to make their difference work for the benefit of the relationship. If one is more emotional and the other one is more rational, one can actually bring balance to the other. It's not necessarily a problem to see things differently, right? We don't see eye to eye in everything. And in the things that you are stronger than me, then I let you deal with it. And there are other things that I may be stronger than you, and then you trusting me to take care of this. It's important that couples, they have this balance. They learn. It's not easy. I know it's not. It's much easier said than done. But we have to make these differences work for the benefit of the relationship.
Yeah, I think different personalities can be even a plus to the relationship.
Absolutely.
They can learn from each other and come to a balance in their relationship.
That's
as
right.
a couple.
I have here the next question. My partner is so messy at home. Clothes everywhere, used glasses all over the house. He never washes the sink after shaving. My goodness, can imagine that. I am the opposite. I am tidy and neat. He drives me nuts. I can imagine that too. He's not a good example for our kids. I already tried to explain to him 1,000 times how to be better, but it seems he doesn't want to change himself. Well, there is a truth also that I want to share with you. There are certain things about your partner that he will not be able to change. You will not. It can improve a little, it can change a little, but it will never really change. So you mentioned here that you try to explain to him 1,000 times in many different ways that this is wrong and he doesn't change. So the question is, can you live with it? Well, I understand it's frustrating because you are a tidy and neat person, and to find glasses all over the place and clothes all over the place is very frustrating. But Anna, she could help him, for instance, bringing the basket closer to where he sleeps, or not treating him as a child. One thing that is not going to work, and I understand how frustrating it can be because she's very neat and organized and he is very messy. So we are talking about two extremes here, and I can imagine how frustrating this can be for her. But if you're saying to him, I don't know if this is your approach, but if it is, like, oh, don't get this thing out of here, get this thing out of here now, get this clothes out of here now, put it in the basket, you are only going to contribute for the situation to remain, because nobody
like to be treated like a child.
Yeah,
right?
and another thing we can say is that even though these are issues, he should help, of course, and we already spoke about this here, but it's not the kind of issue that is a deal breaker, that is a relationship destroyer. We're not talking about unfaithfulness, we're not talking about abuse, we're not talking about disrespect, we're talking about a lack of
adjustment.
Care, that, as you said, the perfect word, they need to learn how to adjust, right? This is adjustable. But as we said here, the question is, can you learn to live like this? Because this is probably something that will never really completely change. Okay, so this was our Dear Love Talk for today, and it was a pleasure being able to come here and answer your questions regarding your daily life and your relationship.
We are looking forward to answering any of your questions. You can send to us through our email.
So now we're going to go quickly for a break and we'll be right back.